spent in our younger days was all in fun. Oh, the good times that we had. We were young and it was fine to feel your spirit as it climbs. There are no regrets, only good times. We were friends.
The last Western Airlines flight attendant crew to be based in Honolulu boarded their DC-10 January 1st, 1983, and said goodbye. The Honolulu base was closed. As the DC-10 lifted off, behind was left a multitude of memories created by over 300 employees. There were stories and friendships, fun and parties. It was like a family moving away from their home. For many, it had been their home for 5 years. Jump ahead more than 30 years. It's now February 28, 2015. The place is the Los Angeles Marriott Hotel, the close-knit Western family that lived and worked on the island, gathered for the first time to celebrate the good times they once had and to honor those who've taken their final flight.
Kiss her tenderly, tell her to wait for me, and say that I'll be coming soon.
I want to see some old friends that I haven't seen in years.
What are you going to do when you see them?
Give them a hug and say hi.
While guests checked in, work took on a feverish pace behind closed doors.
My love for her has been undying.
Meanwhile, in the lobby,
Take the message to the one I love. Kiss her tenderly, tell her to wait for me, and say that I'll be coming soon.
and before long, it was party time. On your mark, get set, go. Putting an event of this magnitude together takes a great deal of planning. 5 individuals, known as the Hawaii 5-0, which consisted of Judy Hodel Weber, Dave Hinman, Tom Blackmore, Joyce Carver Clark, and Kathy Werner, worked for months to create some great memories for those who worked at the Honolulu base. Leading the charge of the Fabulous 5 was Kathy Werner. I asked Kathy to tell me what it was like putting such an event together and reuniting with her Western family after so many years.
The honor of my lifetime. I have been so passion-driven, and the reason why is the passion of everyone who is here tonight. I've carried the torch, and I can't tell you how every morning I'd wake up and there'd be an email, a text, a Facebook message. I don't know what I'm going to do after it's over, but I'm enjoying the moment now. It's turned out, the vision has happened.
What a wonderful world.
Life on the island was unique. Dave Hinman, one of the Hawaii Five-0 planners, explains.
Life in Hawaii was amazing. First of all, I only had 7 months of seniority when the base was announced to be open. And it was just a new adventure. We just decided to just jump for it. And it was probably the best years of my life, and many of us that were there. I mean, we created an Ohana family atmosphere, being number one that we had the DC-10s grounded, so we got 6 weeks of paid leave of absence. So the bonding of all of us, even though we didn't necessarily fly together on certain routes, just made it even more special to just be there and be on reserve and have our beeper go off at the beach. And oh, let's say, well, it's not the all-nighter, so I guess I'm not going to fly until tomorrow. Oh well, another day off. I guess I only have to work 7 days this month. We have a base in Honolulu now, but it's not what we had back in the 70s and 80s. It was, like I said, it was a special time for all of us. Number one, we were all young and didn't have a lot of responsibilities. The friendships that we had then and the friendships we have today have continued on for 37 years. And the Aloha Reunion proved that. When we had nearly 250 to 300 people, pilots and flight attendants, for a 5-year period, and 200 show up at this reunion was magical. We couldn't have asked for a better turnout.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful.
And this is the reunion of a lifetime for us, to see people that we started flying with and had the best flying years of our life with in Honolulu. It is so wonderful to see all these people. It's almost overwhelming, but in such a great way. I hope we do this again. It is just fabulous. And thank you to everybody who went to all the work to put this together. We're loving it.
Young
Tom Blackmore, another Hawaii Five-0 reunion planner, opens the show.
Some people wanted to be here tonight, but they couldn't get a babysitter, or they were ill, or whatever. But there was another set of people that we would wish to be here tonight that are no longer with us. We take a few minutes to honor them because in the time they had, they filled our lives with so much. They shared themselves with us, and they were part of our family. How lucky we were to have them with us for just a little while. Fasten your seatbelts, and welcome aboard Western Airline's Aloha Reunion Flight 1565, now departing Islander service to Honolulu. Our flight is under the command of Captain Spencer Spire, assisted by First Officer Ken McConnell. Please make sure your tray tables are upright and locked. Any emotional baggage is securely stowed. And most importantly, that your seatbelts are securely fastened. Please direct your attention to the video screen as we journey back 37 years for no regrets, only good times. I'd like to tell you that the last few months in preparing this was one of the most amazing experiences of our lives for the five of us that pulled this together. Did she leave? Oh, there
she is. In Vancouver, roast duck in Chinatown, San Francisco, and in LA, we snuck up on our toilet paper. But for you mainland kids, coming to Hawaii was culture shock to the max. Now, you guys had to learn to talk different, dress different, and eat all kinds of strange raw stuff. And you guys had to learn how to tolerate the humidity. So when you guys came to Hawaii, you had to learn to hem your shoes when you go inside somebody's house. Otherwise, they're going to give you the stink eye. Right? So just lose the shoes and go on by rubber slip-on. Cheap over there. Right? Then you guys had to learn that everything you ate, breakfast, lunch, dinner, guaranteed going to get rice on the plate. And when you eat rice, you got to put something on top. Usually gravy, shoyu, furikake nori. Me, I prefer best foods menus.
Rice again?
Rice every time. And you guys, no try to tell one local to go north, south, east, or west. They won't understand. They're just going to give you funny kind of looks. And no try act all tantaran, don't buy one moke and try Korean olives. Now that was advanced pidgin. Just ask the local girls what that one meant. And the main thing you guys had to learn was that being called a haole is not always a bad thing, unless it's preceded by the words damn, dumb, or freaking. But no worry, because that rule applies to everybody. Portuguese, Portuguese, everybody. So when I heard about the reunion, I would send my $40 to Kathy, and I got this in the mail. I thought, wow, it's so thick. And inside had name tag, orange paper, and this picture. You guys remember when this was? Summer 1979, when the DC-10 was grounded. Yeah, look at everybody in this picture, laughing, smiling, talking story, eating, drinking, and everybody is unemployed. And I wonder whose idea was this? Who would take this off? And I bet you somebody would say, so what, bro? No more job. Shoot, we go out and want a throw party. And this reunion, whose idea was this? I bet you somebody would ask, so sister, when was the best days of your life? Right here. Idaho.
There's an island far across the sea, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai, and it's calling, just calling to me, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai. In the midst of a grotto, Mother Nature made her home, and the falls of Wailua, where lovers often roam. So I return to my isle across the sea, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai, where my true love is waiting for me, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai. In the midst of a grotto, Mother Nature made her home, and the falls of Wailua, where lovers often roam. So I return to my isle across the sea, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai.
The 5 years the Honolulu base was open was a brief moment in time. Most anyone will tell you that the past 30 years has flown by. Another brief moment in time for them. The friendships that were forged back then have endured throughout the years.
In Hawaii. And it's
The passion.
and it's still there.
Yeah, we are, and it is. It was just an experience to describe. Was when Cindy Brown and I first arrived at the Marriott Hotel, and we were walking to the entrance, and I said, "Cindy, wait, we've got to get a photograph. This is the beginning." And I turned around to get someone to take the photograph for us, and sure enough, it was Cindy Jesser Dowd. And after that, it was non-stop for about 48 hours.
We couldn't get out of the lobby.
Couldn't get out of the lobby. I wanted to go do something, and just to get out of my door of the hotel room to get to the elevator.
There'd be 5 more people.
There, and then coming up the elevator, it was wonderful. There was so much joy and unconditional love. It was the overpowering feeling. It was just amazing.
Feel as though I've known you for a long, long time. Always seem to want to keep you here with me. My thoughts are with you. They never will leave you. 'Cause I just love you all the time. Looking in your eyes, I know you're really feeling. When you're in my arms, it's hard to wait.
Being based in Hawaii was, and anybody who's based there will tell you, it was indescribable how good it was. It was very close-knit group. Over the years, I was there for, I think, 4 of the 5 years. Having taken short jaunts back to the mainland for ridiculous reasons, but and part of me will always be there. My wife and I still go back, and I enjoy it more than she does, actually. But it's been a while. But it's that approach into Honolulu coming in is always amazing, and I'm always touched when I leave again.
If at any time you seem to feel uncertain, think of all the good times that we've had. I'll never leave you, I'll always need you, 'cause I just love you all the time.
A Honolulu reunion began with a Facebook posting.
The birthday of the Aloha Reunion is October 14th. That was the day that Joyce Carver Clark and Judy Hodel Weber were together on Facebook, and they came up with this idea to have a Honolulu reunion. It was like a volcano was erupting. There was so much excitement. 1 week later, Judy and I got together, ironically, for the first time in 30 years, and we joke around that we put our toes together in the sand and our heads together, and we came up with the name Aloha Reunion. A couple weeks went by, and I just began to burn with this vision that this had to be a once-in-a-lifetime event, and it needed to be done layover style. It just seemed like there was a force greater than ourselves that wanted our Hana to reunite, and for a purpose greater than just having a good time, but for some other reason. Things just began to fall into place as if though they were divinely orchestrated. Dave Himman became part of our committee, and Dave, who knows the world, and the world knows Dave, I feel is highly responsible for the fact that we sold out with 200 people the night of the reunion. And then you have Tom Blackmore, who truly is loved and adored by all of us, and he was hand-selected to be our master of ceremonies. Hence, we had the Hawaii 5-0. In the end, the Aloha Reunion did turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime event, and today, without any doubt, we are truly an Ohana reunited forever.
'Cause I just love you all the time. Ooh, I love you any way that you want it. It's fine with me, and will last a lifetime. It's easy to see. 'Cause I just
When I was in Honolulu, the flying out of there was fabulous. I was one of the first class that went there from training, so it was all totally brand new. And if you can imagine just flying one leg to LA or San Francisco or Vancouver or Anchorage and back, and that's your new career, wow. It was awesome. And then there was reserved for only 4 months because class after class came in after us. And in only the 1 year I was there, those friendships I developed at that point are still the best friends I have 37 years later. They are still my best friends.
I just love you all.
Oh, the leading up to it, when the base closure announcement started in, probably September, then it's closing in November, then it's closing in December, then it's closing in January, and when it actually happened, I think February 1st, I think the Beamer Brothers' Honolulu City Lights song had been out about 6 months, and Jen and I got on that plane, and that's all we could think of is that song, and we cried all the way to the mainland, leaving on the all-nighter.
Looking out upon the city lights and the stars above the ocean. Got my ticket for the midnight plane, and it's not easy to leave again. Took my clothes and put them in my bags. Try not to think just yet of leaving. Looking out into the city night, it's not easy to leave again. Each time Honolulu city lights stir up memories in me. Each time Honolulu city lights.
Well, the word's Ohana. It's family. It's unique to Hawaii. That's how we felt.
Right. And again, it's unless you've lived on an island, and unless you live, work, play, and love with the same group of people over the course of 5 years, it is hard to describe, but you bond together. And
Put on my shoes.
we're in a Ohana, as Dave was saying.
Yeah.
Kamakani kaulana mo kaina aku e o he no kamakani kairi.
Flight attendant with Western Airlines, and lived in this great beach house just off Waimanalo Beach, and with a good friend Bob Dowd, and we had a heck of a good time.
Living and working on the island held a special charm for those young flight attendants some 30 years ago. It created fond memories for many. Spencer Spire recalls what it was like.
It was fun. It wasn't like work. When I think about it now, we didn't think anything about recurrent and all the airplanes you had to learn. It was having fun with the passengers. And all the rest of it, just, you don't remember it. I was excited to go to Honolulu because I had spent my childhood years there with my grandparents. We flew over in 1958 on a DC-7 that took 9 hours, no movie. And I remember the flight attendants changed uniforms halfway to Hawaii. They boarded in their domestic uniform, and then halfway over they changed into Hawaii muumuus. And my mom still has a picture of me with the flight attendants. And I think that's where the seed was planted that I wanted to do that. But of course back then they didn't have guys, and I never knew that that was a possibility. But 20 years later, I was on the plane in my Aloha shirt, working the flights.
Spencer spent weeks gathering, arranging, and scanning the multitude of pictures that went into the video that was presented at the reunion.
Putting the pictures together was nostalgic and fun, and in a lot of ways looking into people's personal lives, because it was pictures they took from parties, on the airplane, hundreds of pictures I've never seen before. So it was a privilege and something I never had expected that I'd be doing.
Spencer took a moment to introduce us to one of his many friends.
Yes, this is my dog Coco, which is K-O-K-O. In Hawaiian it means companion or chocolate. I've had Hawaiian named dogs all my life, and he's the best.
As with any family, time has a way of taking its toll. So it is with the Western family that lived and worked on the island over 30 years ago. Over the years, a number of friends and co-workers have passed on. We honor their friendship and their lives.
in bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself,
30 years have passed since the Honolulu base closed. 30 years since those youthful crew members worked and played together on the island. The Honolulu Reunion Party brought some 200 of these former crew members together. Over the years, some still fly, some have retired, and sadly, some have passed on. That moment in time when they laughed, played, and worked together is like yesterday. What remains today are the memories, friendships, and love that was generated so long ago. The Honolulu Reunion allowed those memories to be relived and cherished. It was all good.